back on Earth. Daddy, you're back already? Huh? You said you were going to collect firewood, but you've only been gone a few minutes. Where's the wood? What? Few minutes? It's very strange. Boy, do I have quite a story to tell you two. For the story, come give me a hug. Don't you have any firewood? Please, just a hug. Daddy, you're acting strange. No, this can't be happening. Sir? I need to be with you. Sir, wake up! To protect you against a world unknown. Sir, please wake up! Until I do, you'll never be safe. Sir, it's alright, you're safe. And so, Cendril's journey continues. Gabriel has finally perished, yet the mysterious portal led Cendril not back to Earth, but to a world unknown. More strangely, Cendril's companions, Gwen, Finn, and Sai, have been seized from their homeworld of Terra and arrived together with Cendril. Their destinies are now inextricably linked. What will they discover in this new world? What force brought them here? Only courage may tell. And we'll now go through the short tutorial. Josh, game mechanics expert. Hi Josh! Welcome to Firma. In this area, you'll learn all about the settings menu. You can leave this tutorial at any time by standing on the black hexagram to the south. If you need to save your game, you can use the hexagram to the north. So let me check how I'm doing on time. Alright. So, talk to Josh, who's super awesome, to get some information about game mechanics. All the stuff in this room will just tell you about the settings menu. Screen resolution, music volume, all the standard stuff. One quick thing I want to note about all this is I like the options they give you. Screen resolution. I'm not playing full screen, but I'm playing with a large window size. It's really nice. Music volume. You can change the background music, sounds, and sound effects. It's really nice. I have auto dash on. This makes it to where you will automatically run, which is really useful. You can remap the gamepad, which I'm using a wired 360 controller to play. You can also remap the keyboard, which is really nice, just giving you more options. I really like that. But with auto run on, you're always running. If you need to walk for some reason, you hold what would be the run button. It's now a walk button for you. I like that, it just helps you get around faster. That's what this room is. The next room will go over everything in the main menu. So, go over camping, save, map. I told you about the settings submenu if you hadn't already learned all about it. Instead, please accept this gift for your future journey. Oh, neat, we get a K. Awesome. So, that's neat. Party, Rose, collection. It's just everything in this menu right here, which is all things I'll be going over in the game anyway. A lot of it returns from World Unknown as well. Sorry, from last stream. Sorry, I'm gonna make that mistake a little bit. From the first last stream. The items, equipment, leveling up, battle macros, achievements. Again, I'm not going over any of this. You can check it out for yourself. And it would just take me a long time to go over each thing. Well, I guess there's a few that would help me. Let me go over leveling up. So this is how leveling up works in World Unknown if you don't know last stream. When you level up, you gain a certain number of AP points. The number of AP points gained on the first level up differs depending on the difficulty of a new game and increases by a few % for each level up throughout the game. So as you level up, you get more. And it also depends on your difficulty. For very easy, easy, and normal, the AP for the first level up is 120. For hard, very hard, and legendary, it goes up because you're going to need the help. The AP can be spent at any time outside of battle to increase your parameters. So increase HP, MP, attack, etc. As it goes here, HP, MP, attack, defense, intelligence, magic defense, accuracy, critical, agility, preempt. Oh good, it's going to go over the stats. Let's go over these, and this will help all of you understand when I start spending points how this works. HP is your health, hit points. When you reach 0, you're knocked out. If everybody in the party reaches 0, you game over. MP, magic points, mana points. Those need to be the same thing as it said earlier. Anyway, each skill requires a certain number of MP. If you don't have any MP, you can't use your special skills. You can only attack or defend. Or use items. Attack is how much they will do with their basic attack and certain physical attack skills. Defense decreases how much damage you take from a physical attack. Int is for magic. It increases how much you heal with healing spells or how much damage you do with the black arts, the damaging spells. Magic defense, of course, lessens the amount of damage you take from the black arts. Accuracy is how easily you will hit. Higher the accuracy, more times you'll hit instead of miss. Critical, each point of critical increases the critical strike probability by 1%. If you critical, you do 2 times damage. Pretty useful. There you go. Critical strike doubles the damage done by an attack. If you have more than 100 critical, the multiplier increases to 2.5, and it's called a super critical. So you have a chance to do the super critical. For intervals of 100 crit, there are higher levels of critical strikes that can be achieved. If you're in the 200 to 300 range, you get turbo critical strikes. And for 300 to 400, extreme critical strikes give a 3 times multiplier. Yikes. 400 to 500, hyper critical strikes. 3.25 times multiplier, getting much more damage if you critical. And for greater than 500, you have an ultra critical strike. I love that. I love how it goes, you know, extreme, hyper, ultra. That's really cool. 3.5 multiplier. Now, agility counteracts accuracy. It's how easy you dodge. Agility is important for the thief, as it modifies his ability to steal items. Preemption increases the likelihood that you'll get a preemptive strike. Also, decreases the chance that the enemies will get one on you. Also, this is really important, preemptive is not just that. It also controls the order in which characters act. Pre is sorted from the highest to lowest, and characters and enemies act in that order. So basically, your preemption will also determine turn order. That's really important. These 10 parameters have different AP costs depending on a particular character's class strength or weaknesses. So you saw that the core stats that I went over just a little bit. It's that. If your character is really good at HP, you'll get more for less. You'll spend less points and get more out of it. That's what the cost you can see is. So the cost is how much AP it takes to raise it up. Rate is how much you get, and spent is how many times you've bought it. So for the knight here, by spending 7 AP, he will get 10 more HP. That's how it works. Knight is a physical juggernaut who excels in physical attack and defense. Therefore, the AP cost for his attack and defense will be lower than white or black mage. In contrast, mages excel in the white and black arts, and the attributes of int and MP correspondingly requires less AP to acquire. Skills. I'll go over skills. There's a bunch of skills that you have. You learn skills by spending SP in this menu. Skills can be locked behind other abilities. You can press the X button for me on this controller, and it will tell you the skills you need. So I need evasion to buy nimbleness. So if I buy evasion, oh look, you can get nimbleness. Okay. Some abilities are also locked behind level. Like this ability is locked behind this Cataclysm ability. I have to be level 150, which I'm not. These are skills that you will use in battle. Some are passive, like Gym Rat. It gives you +2 attack. So you buy the skill, look, I have +2 attack forever now. My attack stat will always be 2 higher. This one will give me 2 accuracy. Look, I now have +2 accuracy. Things that don't have the P in parentheses are skills you would use in battle, or maybe outside of battle. Smite. Stun enemy with normal attack plus 40 HP damage. So I get my normal attack plus 40. That's Smite. There are a bunch of different abilities, and we're going to start with a lot of them, so I'm not going to go over all of them. I'll kind of go over them as I use them. Now, the other thing to note are these slots here. When you buy a skill that you have in battle, for example, Smite, it goes in one of these slots. So while you may have a lot of abilities, you have to pick and choose which ones you're bringing with you into a fight. This goes for every class. Some classes will have more than others, like the mage classes. But you're going to have to choose which abilities you want to take with you. You get SP by winning fights. That's how you get SP. And some items can give you SP as well. So there you go. That pretty much sums up skills. Okay, to finish this tutorial and this episode, sorry, I know we didn't get that much into the game. I had to go over all the whatever the class is and everything there, plus the initial talking about World Unknown and last stream. Hopefully you'll stick with me. We'll get to the game, promise. It's just really important that I go over all of this for those of you that don't know last stream, or like me, you haven't played it in a few years and you need just a little bit of a refresher of a few things. And just to know about this game in general. Okay. On this screen, there are 2 new mechanics that we need to be aware of that were not in last stream. One of them is this: skill cooldowns and warm-ups. Many skills now have warm-ups and cooldowns to increase the strategy of battle. So probably can't just spam your favorite moves anymore. Some skills need warm-up. If it has warm-up 1, for example. I think it goes over that here. The skill, let me just read. The skill warm-up is the number of turns before the skill can be used in battle. The skill warm-up resets after each battle. So, for example, if a skill has a 1-turn warm-up, it can't be used until the second round of battle. It needs a turn to be ready to use. After that, you can use it as much as you want, as long as there's no cooldown. But it needs time in each battle to warm up. Now, if a skill has cooldown, the skill cooldown is the number of turns that must elapse before the skill can be used. Again, the skill cooldown resets each battle. Now, you've seen cooldown in a lot of different games, probably. So now some skills here have cooldown. If a skill has a 1-turn cooldown, it can't be used during the next round of combat. Then it'll be available again. You have to wait a turn before you can use it again. So that's one thing. The other thing is there are new class-specific quests. To add some replayability, each class now has 3 class-specific quests that are only available to your party if you have that class in your party. These special quests are the only way to unlock new, unique skills and equipment for each character class. Treasures gathered in these special quests have different colors to distinguish them from normal treasures, and they're not counted in the primary treasure achievements. This game has a bunch of achievements, I think. World Unknown does. That concludes our tutorial and my initial going over all the stuff that we have to at the beginning of an LP. This is Mrs. Rockwood the 26th. Come now, we're all perfectly safe.
We found you and your companions near the Tree of Life a few hours ago. My husband tried to wake you, but you were all out cold. Where are you? Oh, forgive my manners. You must be very confused. This is the town of Rockwood. You've never heard of Rockwood? You must have really hurt your head. I almost forgot to tell you, when we found you, there were some bandits salvaging your gear. My husband managed to chase them off before they took your equipment. I dearly hope you did not lose anything precious. When you're feeling better, why don't you come downstairs? All right, no need to rush. I'll see you down there.
You get a chance to adjust attributes. So if I want to take some points out of MP, for example, throw them into defense, I can do that. A ton of HP. Quite a bit spent, nothing spent, not as much spent into defense as I thought it would be. That's probably because I could just upgrade it later. And then I also have armor, magic defense, some accuracy, critical, which puts me right at 100. We bought critical 79 times. So if you want to change up your character a bit, you can take some points out and throw them into other stats. If I wanted to have more crit, for example, you can do that. I'm gonna go for the most part with what they had. I'll just keep the HP change, why not? And a little more critical. But you can change up characters how you want. You can do it for each character. Quite a bit of MP you get. And you can see that the mages are focused heavily into MP. Everybody put a lot into HP, which makes sense. You want a lot of HP. You want some HP. MP, quite a bit, and a lot into intelligence, because that's what they're going to be doing a lot of. One more point to end. So we're going to go with that. An initial pool of SP is available to learn new skills. So this is what I was talking about. This is going to be a really lengthy episode. I'm sorry. If you're new to the channel, episodes are typically 30 minutes in length. Sometimes I go over when there's a lot to talk about like this. You get a lot of SP to learn skills, as you can see there. Oh, I kept this. It kept the skills, the skill points I used for the tutorial that I did. Oh well, I used in the tutorial. Oh well, that's fine. But you use SP, like I said, to learn skills. But you see that we already have a lot of skills learned. And for me to go over all of that would take another complete episode. So I'm not going to do that. We're just going to look at the ones we have available to us now. Prevent surprise attacks. Like that. A ton of agility to the party. Passive agility. Passive, magic defense, and preemptive. 5 attacks at 50% damage. So that doesn't hit very hard. Not very happy with that. Wish that hit harder. Again, her thing is going to be outside of battle. Maybe I should have chose a character that would have been better fighting. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully Gwen will have some really cool things for us to do outside of battle, like the giant moas and things. 5 times attack, 50% damage. Chance to poison, blind, silence, sleep, paralyze. Well, it can have a lot of status effects, so we do that. 50% more item drops. Yes, please. a lot of agility and preemptive for the entire party for the entire battle. We'll take that. For our priestess, cure zombification. That sounds useful. Cure disease. That also sounds useful. Cures jinx. Okay. 150 MP and 30 int. That's really cool. A big holy damage spell. Okay. Resurrect all dead allies. That looks good. And heal 500 HP for the entire party. Sure. User for the battle. Cure disease. We'll get the cure disease. Maybe the anti-jinx. Those are status effects I don't know. 2,500 HP non-elemental damage. Yeah. Fire and Thunder 8. So really high level spells. Or at least they used to be high level. Godlike. Attack, defense plus 35, plus 10% for one ally for 5 turns. And max HP plus 100% for the entire battle. Agility and accuracy to one ally. We'll take that. And for yours truly, Whirlwind Assault. Attacks 5 random enemies with 100% damage. Puts user in -10 defense state for 5 turns. Take that. Devastation. 250 damage. And 500% of your normal attack to one enemy. Decrease enemy defense. Sure. Plus 10% to bonus. Bonus plus 10% to equipped armor attributes. Does not include percentage-based bonuses. Okay. Boost attack and defense for user. I'll look at that later. Okay. I'm probably going to end up splitting this up into 2 smaller episodes now that I think about it. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. Sorry that the introduction took so long. There's just so much to go over when you first start an LP, especially when you're starting a game like this that ends up being a like a sequel. I mean, it is a sequel, but there's just so much to go over for those that go over things for those that do know last stream, and go over things for people that don't know last stream. So I try to do a little of both. Hopefully you'll stick around as we really go into last stream World Unknown and really sink our teeth into the game. I'll probably post both of these the same day, so that will be fun. If you enjoyed this, take a look at World Unknown. It comes out June 1st. If just this initial look is like, oh man, there's all these skills that I can choose from, you know, that looks really cool. You have to choose what skills. I get to choose my class. Oh, this initial look is really good. Remember, you can try the demo yourself and see if you like it. Hopefully, you'll come back and join me for the adventure, for my adventure, and we will have a lot of fun on this journey, as last stream has so much to offer between combat, different routes we can take, puzzles. We'll be seeing a bunch of that and even more. I'm really looking forward to actually getting into the game. So, until the next episode where we will actually walk around town, talk to people, find out where we're supposed to go, all of that usual stuff. Take a look at the last stream World Unknown demo, and please come back and join me for what is sure to be a really fun adventure. Till then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.